train non-stop. Some are witty, some are punny. You might groan, but hey, well I thought it was funny. So sit back up, let's seize the day. Release coffee chat, you're a laugh away.
Good morning, folks. The time is 9:44 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 28th of July, 2025. And, of course, that's the 29th for my friends on the other side of the planet there. My friends in Melbourne and all over Australia. But, folks, how are y'all doing today? Not just the folks in Australia. Everybody. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing great. My name's Lee. I'm the guy who started the groups. There's two of them, my friend. The groups that we call, well, I thought it was funny. And you folks, you're you and you're amazing. How do I know that? These groups were nothing until you got here. These groups are amazing now. Math says you're the amazing part of that calculation. Thanks for being amazing. Thanks for making these groups unbelievable. Thank you, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, we're sitting at just about 830,000 members in these two groups of ours. Let's call it the community of, well, I thought it was funny. That community has more people than many cities have population. I say this every video. Let's say it together. We're the funniest city on the internet. Population, us, friends. Funny people in a funny place, making people laugh. Seriously, by the hundreds of thousands every day, every single day. That is incredible. That means you're incredible, because we weren't incredible for you. Once again, thank you. So how you doing today? I'm going to tell you how I'm doing. I'm doing tired. It's a Monday. I don't know if I slept all right last night or if I'm just getting tired from it being gray all the time. We've been having a lot of rain here, and it was kind of unusual for Calgary. It's one of the drier cities in North America. But yeah, we've been having a lot of rain. The current forecast is heavy rain. It's 12 degrees Celsius. You can do the math for the Fahrenheit part. I'm not 100% sure what that is, but it's not particularly warm. It's not freezing either. It's just, you know, cool, damp, and gray. So that's what it's like outside. I'm not going to let that be like what it's like inside, but right now I'm a little down from it probably. That's probably why I'm feeling so rough and tired. Other than that, there's nothing really bad going on. I got some laundry happening in the other room, or as I like to call it, exciting laundry. Take your boring things, call them exciting, and, well, maybe you'll convince yourself you're having an exciting time. So, yeah, doing some laundry, making the video, of course. Started a little late. Excuse me while I rub my eyes here. Started a little bit late, but we're here. Don't have a lot of content today, but we do have our featured posts, and got an update on that cup giveaway. You know the cup that I was going to give away? This one here? Well, we're giving it away. Melissa Carnahan, you probably recognize that name if you've been in this group for, you know, more than, say, 3 or 4 months. Melissa Carnahan used to be one of our top posters, like 1 and 2 with Michelle Finnerty, another member we missed too. Due to Facebook issues, and a lot of Facebook issues, Melissa Carnahan left the group and left Facebook completely. So, but she still follows these, she still watches these videos on YouTube and Instagram. So she sees my videos. She saw yesterday that I was giving away the cup, and Melissa Carnahan has claimed the cup. I will be sending that out this week. I just got to find proper packaging to send it. I might even have to make a box out of another box. So, but we'll get that done. I'm going to send that out. So thanks, Melissa. I really appreciate you still watching. We miss you here. We hope you come back sometime. But, you know, we totally understand why you left the group on Facebook. Who wants that hassle, right? But we do miss you, and we want to see you back. Same thing with Michelle Finnerty. We'd love to see you back, but we completely understand why you had to leave. But, so, yeah, coffee cup is claimed. Maybe in the future we'll do some other giveaways, something a little more exciting or whatever. But that's what I had to give away, and somebody took them. So there we go. Now, aside from laundry and stuff like that, I absolutely have no plans today. I was invited to go to a movie, Eddington, with Mitch Laird and Dan Peterson. They're 2 of our mods here, and 2 great guys. That would have been at 12:20, I believe. I'm probably not going to make it. It's too bad, because there's only like 3 people in the theater, including those 2. So that's the way I like to watch movies, because I really hate when people pull out their phone. Like, I lose it. Somebody pulls their phone out during a movie when we're in a theater. Oh, it just kills me. You start chatting, you know, you're not here on a freaking coffee date. You're here to watch a movie, right? Absolutely just kills me. But anyways, that's one of the reasons why I don't go to movies very often. This would be a perfect one to go to because there's nobody in the audience right now. It's at 12:20 on a Monday, right? Unfortunately, it's probably not going to happen. So that's what I'm probably not doing, but I was invited to a movie. As I said, it's gray, it's wet. I don't think we need to do any groceries shopping today. I think we got what we need. Just the laundry, noisy laundry. So that's my exciting life today. What's happening in your life? I bet you it's more exciting than mine. I want to hear anything. A tidbit about you or about the town you live in or city or whatever it might be. Maybe your country, maybe your pets, maybe your hobbies. Anything you want to share, I want to hear. Why don't you leave a comment on this video? I would absolutely love it if you did. Leave a comment on this video and maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow. We need something to talk about, and you're something interesting. Let's make the video interesting. Please comment on today's video about your life. Anything you want to share. Rose Glad let us know that she is working on an awesome pair of socks. Those are her words, and I'm sure they are going to be awesome socks. If you've seen her knitting before, well, you'll agree that they're probably going to be awesome. Looking forward to seeing that. If you decide you want to share it with us, Rose, no pressure. But yeah, that's awesome, Rose. Thank you for sharing that with us. All right, so we do have a couple of featured posts today. I'm going to bring up the names here because I always get the names wrong if I don't read them. So we got, I've got two posts. I've got one from Bev Foxcatraill, and the other one is from Chris Redburn. I don't believe I've shared anything from either of them before. Maybe I have, I don't know. But we're going to bring them up. They both made me laugh. That's why they're being featured here, and that's how you'll get your post featured. Just make me laugh. That's all it takes. So we're going to start off with Chris Redburn. Bringing that up right now. It's true. It's just about August. Kids are going to be going back to school, at least here in North America, or Canada, US. Be prepared for the influx of these photos. Yeah, I'm not supposed to comment on the memes and describe them, whatever, but I'm doing it. Chris, I really appreciate that. That made me laugh this morning, and you know it's true. And I'm also a huge fan of the movie Gremlins, both the Gremlins and its sequel, Gremlins 2. So appreciate that on multiple levels. Next one is from Bev Foxcatraill, bringing that up right now. And I'm old. If you ask Mitch Laird, or one of our mods, he thinks that this was what my childhood was like. Oh my god, it reminds me of another one that I made and shared before. I showed some cuneiform writing saying, you know, only the old folks will recognize this. Awesome. Thank you very much, Bev. Thank you, Chris. Thank you to everybody. The reason why we've got 830,000 folks in these two groups is because you've made these groups funny. They were only a little funny when it was just me and a couple of my friends. They are really funny because of you folks. Keep those posts coming in. Keep the place funny. You know, you can share a lot of different things, folks. It doesn't always have to be a meme. It could be maybe a clip from a Monty Python movie. You know, whatever. Let's keep sharing the funny stuff because you're funny, folks, and we're funny because of you. All right. You know, I really stretch these out with that whole, what am I doing, you know? We know what I'm doing. I'm telling you jokes in a moment or two. I just want to make sure that I have some filler. It's a segue. I would rather have myself, have a video of myself on a segue going across the screen. Got to work on that one these days. But folks, I think it's time for the bad jokes. What sits on the seabed and has anxiety? A nervous wreck. Who buys the most Barbies worldwide? Australian fathers. Broke my finger last week, but on the other hand, I'm alright. My wife says I'm the cheapest person that she knows. I'm not buying it. I rushed into my doctor's office and yelled, "Doc, you gotta help me, I'm shrinking." He says, "You gotta hold on. Be a little patient." I really hope you enjoyed those jokes, friends. I enjoyed telling them. It's the toughest part of the video. It really is. Now, it's not tough like working in a mine or something like that, but it's the toughest part of this video because there's more editing to do with the jokes, and I gotta find jokes. Well, the first 3 jokes today I got from my buddy Dave Knapp. That's right, Dave Knapp has sent me more jokes than anyone else, and I love it. Now, these aren't jokes that he sent recently. I think he's been busy. I can't blame a guy. We have life to deal with, right? And I can't expect somebody to be sending jokes every day. But Dave has sent me so many jokes in the past that I had some that I could go back and actually go through and find a few that I haven't told. I think I haven't told 2 of them, and one of the other ones, I didn't like the way I originally told it, and I think my delivery's gotten a little bit better. I'm not saying it's gotten good, but a little bit better than when we started. So, told one of those jokes. I won't tell you which one I told. Second time telling, but at the same time, I think they're good jokes. Thanks, Dave. I really appreciate it. The last 2 jokes, I got them from this book, Dad Jokes, the Cheesy Edition. I've gotten a lot of books from these folks, and it's at Dad Says Jokes on Instagram and on Facebook. I'm not affiliated whatsoever. I doubt if they even know I exist, but I have gotten a lot of great jokes from them. They've got multiple joke books out there too. They're funny, and you know what? It's hard to find a collection of good dad jokes, and these folks have done it multiple times. I've subscribed. I'm going to suggest you subscribe. Once again, not affiliated. I'm not getting paid for this. I don't think they know I exist. If they do, hey, say hi. I'd love it. But that said, you have to show your sources, and I appreciate the work that they do. They curate. They have great curators of funny jokes, and I appreciate the work that Dave does, sending me jokes. So many jokes over the last year almost, and it's incredible. I love it. So thank you, Dave. Thank you to the folks at Dad Says Jokes. Thank you to you for coming back every day and laughing at these jokes, at the ones that are funny, that you find funny. You may not laugh at all of them, but thanks for coming back every day, and hopefully enjoying those jokes. And I would love to tell your jokes too. That's right. Why don't you send a joke or two to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com, and if I tell your joke, I am going to thank you for your joke. I try not to steal jokes, I promise you. So send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. And if you really want to do something cool, not everybody's up to this. Why don't you record yourself telling a joke, whether it's audio or video, on your phone or on a webcam or whatever it might be. Why don't you record yourself telling a joke and send that to that same place, jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. And if I use your joke, once again, the world's going to know. I'm not going to steal your joke. And regarding that, on Friday, I told a joke, and I didn't remember where I got it from. I got it from my buddy, Mitch Laird, and I forgot to credit him. That's right. The joke about toucans, got that from my buddy Mitch, and it made me laugh, and I forgot to credit him. So here I am, fixing that. So folks, send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. I'd love to tell your jokes. You think you could do me a favor today? Maybe 2 if you get a chance. If you get a chance, and you're among people, and it's the right time, try to make somebody laugh. You're going to make their day better. Second favor, along the same lines, you're as important as anyone else. You deserve to be happy, and you deserve to laugh. Please find something that makes you laugh today. Whether you have to hunt it down, or whether it just pops up in front of you, I want you to laugh. And if it's something particularly funny, why don't you share it to the group? And tag me in that, using your own words, pretty much saying, Lee, this is what made me laugh. Maybe it'll be one of my feature posts tomorrow. It's a darn good chance that it would be. So make sure you're laughing today, and if you can, make somebody else laugh. Well, I Thought It Was Funny has a store, and it's got some great stuff in it. We've got these coffee cups. I've got these t-shirts. Let me stand up here. The Well, I Thought It Was Funny t-shirts. We've got stickers. We've got hoodies. We got a good little store, and I would love it if you checked it out, because any purchase goes a long way to helping us do what we do here, and that's spend a lot of time making sure that the good stuff gets through and the bad stuff gets tossed to the side on our groups here. So I'm gonna run a little commercial. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about how awesome you are. Want to help us out and look good at the same time? Head over to store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com, where we've got t-shirts, hoodies, 3/4 sleeve rock shirts. We got coffee cups. We've got to-go cups. We've got stickers. Check it out today, folks. That's store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com. Thank you very much for sitting through that. If I'm not just talking to myself right now, really do stand behind what we have in this store. They are great products. They look good, and people do ask you about that T-shirt, or that hoodie. They say, what's that about? They think it looks great. I've got many people to scan the little QR code that's in the bottom corner of the shirt, and people will join the group just through that. So that's a conversation starter. Now, me being a little bit of a introvert, I don't always want that, but when it comes to the group, I love talking about it, my friends. So thank you very much for sitting through our commercial. All right, I said this at the beginning of the video. We are funny, but we're only funny because of you. We're hilarious because of you. I mean, when it was just me and a few of my friends, yeah, we were kind of funny. But we are kind of funny, just our kind of funny, a little too inside. Now we're funny on a freaking gigantic scale. 830,000 members, hundreds of thousands of individual, visits to the group, not repeats, but hundreds of thousands, different people come to the group every day. Hundreds, not 100,000, hundreds of thousands. Those numbers are amazing. Those numbers mean that we're making a lot of people laugh, and that has been the plan for this group. It's been the plan for my life. Most of it is to make people laugh. My main plan. Maybe not a great plan, but you folks are making that plan come to fruition, and not because I'm funny, because you decided that what I created is worthwhile, and you decided to make it funny, and that's how we're making people laugh. So thank you for making that. Thanks for making that real. It's amazing. Not too many people can say that their plan is coming to fruition. Well, mine is, and I didn't have to do a lot of work. You did the work, my friends, and oh my God, I'm so grateful. Now, I'm gonna be here again tomorrow. Well, I won't be making a video tomorrow, but I'm gonna be here. I'm here all the time in the group, my friends. I will be making another video on Wednesday. And when I'm here on Wednesday, I really hope you're here too. Now, I'm not going to take anything for granted. I'm not going to take it for granted that you're going to be here. That's not right. I can't plan your life. I don't know if I've earned your views, but I really hope you're here. And I hope we have a few new people. But even if we don't, we're already the funniest city on the internet, and we're the funniest group in the world, my friends, and that's because of you. We're going to see y'all again tomorrow, my friends. All the love.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.